All right, now that I've got your attention. So the last half of this year, I've been making a film with relatively no money, about $257 to be exact. This is how we've been making movies for the past, 8 years at this point, just no money, just do it all yourselves, DIY filmmaking. To me, I don't feel comfortable asking people for money to make a movie because then it keeps the pressure going when you're making a movie, and it keeps your anxiety up, because at that point you're not making it for just yourself, you're making it for people who are investing in you. This is why I kind of steer clear of this kind of thing. But however, this is a different situation. So my partner and I went into production for a new feature film this year. We went into production late February and we wrapped around late May. And realistically, I have been in development for this film since last year. I even went as far to grow my hair out to a ridiculous length for this movie to play the character in this film. And that in and of itself was a pain in the ass to go through. And ever since we wrapped, I was editing, we were coloring footage together, and it was looking actually pretty fucking good. I don't like to be too self-indulgent, but I was actually really proud of the work we were making. And then, like the red ring of fucking death.
Oh my god. Fuck me, man. We don't even have a warranty, dude.
This fucking drive, it went corrupt. Gotta plea ignorance. I've never had this happen before. Realistically, we have made 7 or 8 short films, 2 whole features on this basis and this system that we've made for ourselves in terms of making a movie. Not once, I'm telling you, not once has a fucking drive crashed so hard on me, and that everything is gone. I'm laughing because it drives me up a fucking wall how ridiculous this whole thing has kind of turned into. I don't know what happened ultimately, if what exactly in the drive got corrupted, but I've reached the conclusion that there is a corrupted file on this drive, and I need help getting everything else out of it. Everything's done, realistically. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We got a timeline that is, basically near complete in terms of its actual editing and cutting together. Sound mix was kind of there, it could have been done a little bit better, but I was doing my best, doing all the Foley, doing all the ADR, doing everything, all the sound designs, down to the fucking bare bones of this movie. Everything that was associated with this film that was on this hard drive, it's like it's gone. It's at the end of the day. It's safe to say that I want those fucking files back. See, this isn't one of those videos where I'm just like, I need your money to make my movie. The movie's made. It's been playing. I don't know if you guys have even been paying attention, but the movie's been playing. Like, this is the only version I have of this movie. I don't even have the official video file of the rough cut. I have a YouTube unlisted link rough cut. I have a 1080p of a 4K shot film, completely raw, uncolored, barely, not everything is even in it. We kept filming after I had uploaded this version of the rough cut, but this is the only life that this film has. Everything else is on this drive, and I need your help trying to get it back. For a movie that cost $257 to make, I wasn't really anticipating spending a huge chunk of my own money on the completion of existence that this film would have, but this is where we're at this point. As much as it pains me to ask anybody for anything, because I have so many people in my life that have already given so much and done so much for me to help make this movie happen, I need to just branch out and ask anybody to help make this movie happen, because again, it's right here. It's so it's literally at my fingertips, like this fucking movie. It's all in this bullshit drive, and it's really frustrating. It's very frustrating to, work so hard and so long on something just for it all to vanish into thin fucking air. Oh, fuck, man. This is, I'm and again, I have to plead ignorance. I was stupid. I've been stupid for 8 years. We never went as far to have backup drives for things as we were working on them. Shit like this, we don't think would happen to us. Again, that is our own ignorance. That is my own hubris. It has come and has bit me in the ass, and this is my battle cry to you people. I'm aware that during these trying times that we got going right now, you're probably not looking at donating to a movie that you have no idea existing as. It's probably not the best investment to go through on, but I'm literally at the end of my ropes here. If I can just go back in time and stop myself from being so stupid with this hard drive, and I just kept working on it and I had a working hard drive at this point, we would not be in this position that we are at today. But that is just the unfortunate truth. I'm sorry. I really am sorry. I can't do this alone anymore. It's gonna cost a lot of money. You know, these data recovery labs are not cheap. You know, they use expensive equipment. They have the most skilled people doing a task that a lot of people do not have the knowledge in. This is something that if I gotta pay top dollar to make sure that I'm able to get my movie that I worked so hard on back, I got to. But I also can't. I can't. I need the files out of this drive. If you can't donate today, which I completely understand, I would really appreciate if you guys could just share this video to others. You know, maybe I can get some empathy out of them. I wish this channel had some better news at the end of the day, but it's yeah, I got really no other words besides I'm really upset at myself at just the fact that this happened, and definitely at the fact that, you know, I gotta come out of my way like this to ask you people to help me out, because I wish I could do this on my own, but I can't. It was there. It was done. Here's some colored stills, you know, just to kind of give you a little bit of an idea of what it was going to look like. Here's some photos when we were shooting, you know, just so you can see that other people's talent and their time were utilized into the process of making this movie. So if you guys would like to see an original feature film by a YouTube filmmaker, as they would probably call me at this point, please donate today. Link again is down below, and see you next time.